Ma'am, what's your name?
The whole time.
Sir, what's your name? Your name?
Garcia.
Okay, and then I believe the other person was not had health issues, is that what it was? And you are the landlord, correct? Okay, today was the date set for hearing. This is for termination of tenancy. My understanding is that you want to dismiss the matter.
I changed locks on it, because I thought they had all moved out. Amanda notified my son-in-law on the 7th of February and says that her and Ozzy were out. And then I heard there's no heat or nothing in the home. And I was worried about
The-
the pipes freezing.
Who gave you the authority to change the locks?
He's told me to do what
The
next thing.
police gave you authority to
They
change
were-
the locks
But
when?
I heard that was on 21st
The 21st of when?
of this month.
So you knew that you were in the middle of an eviction, but you went and changed the locks on property when you had not heard that all parties had moved out and and I just asked you a question. That's yes or no?
Yes.
That's what you did? Are you out of the property?
I have a few things in the garage. I have grandmother's things.
Did you notify them that you had moved?
I told them that me and Ozzy were out, that they were still living.
Is that accurate? They told you that,
Yes.
and that there was other people. So why didn't you think you could change the locks when you knew people were living there?
Police and asked the police if they would go and check on the home for me, because I heard there's no electricity, no heat.
Good. I've never heard of police going to check on property because there's no electricity, no heat in the home. I don't care if you call the feds to go check on your property. You know good and well you can't change locks when you're in the middle of an eviction.
So I thought they were all out.
You didn't think that because you got a text message that didn't say that they were all out. That's why you sent somebody.
The moving van was there the day before. That's why I called the police.
I don't care if the president of the United States told you there was a moving van. You know you have an eviction because I saw you here and I said it for hearing. And unless they all notified you that they were moving and turned over the key to you, you knew good and well it wasn't vacant. That's why you sent the police.
She did.
Ma'am, do you need to step outside for talking out of turn in my courtroom?
And the house should be condemned.
Is it condemned? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Condemned.
I'll fine you in contempt if you want.
It should be condemned.
Is it condemned?
It's not.
Okay, I don't condemn properties. That's the job of code compliance. It's not my job to condemn properties. It's my job to oversee an eviction and make sure it is handled lawfully. You lawfully knew as a landlord or should have known that you do not have the right to change the locks while it's still occupied. You went inside that property before you changed the locks.
I changed locks. I had the police go over there. The locks were locked. And then changed locks. So I had.
You knew the house was locked
Yes.
and that there were things inside the house.
There's bed bugs in the home. They couldn't get nothing off it.
You knew that there were things inside the home,
Yes.
that they still were occupying or possessing the property. And you took unlawful ownership or possession, I should say, over the home. And you knew that was wrong.
I didn't because the neighbors told me they moved out the day before I did
The
that.
neighbors can't tell you someone moved out. That's hearsay.
You're right.
And you should know that. Ma'am,
It was on Facebook, that's how
what was on Facebook?
she was going to lock it. People were telling her to do it and she was asking people what to do.
What do you mean?
How I found out it got
What
locked.
was on Facebook?
That's
What did it say?
It said, what should I do? Homeless people are living in my home.
I didn't know what to do
When was this post?
last week.
When she changed the locks today, she changed.
So you, ma'am, are in the middle of an eviction. You've already been before me and I said it for a hearing. You decide to take to Facebook, ask them what you should do, and then took measures in your own hand.
Because I knew there was no heat.
No, is that what you did? No,
Yes,
if
I
there's
did.
no heat in your property and you're concerned about that, you come to the court
I know.
and you ask the court for permission to go and winterize the property. You- No, you come to the court. You went to Facebook. the court of Facebook.
I've never been through none of this before in my life.
You
I don't
decided
wanna
to
go
be a
through it
land,
now.
you
I
decided that,
apologize.
you decide,
Yeah.
apologies are not accepted
Yeah.
because you were advised, you've been here. We played a video in here, which you saw, that went over the rights of the people that were occupying the property. And you decided that you would take the matters in your own hands. Well, apology is not going to be sufficient. When are you getting out of the property?
You live in your car right now.
And you can't get access to your stuff?
Oh, every lock is locked. The garage
No,
is where I gotta
because-
get.
Ma'am, talk over them one more time.
Garage just has my grandmother's things that I really wouldn't want back. That's all I'm.
Do you want to get your items and you have items in there? Okay, and what do you have in there?
Like,
I'm asking her.
A little bit of clothes.
Do you have clothes? Okay, where's the other person who never appeared? He's in the Jeep? How did he get in the Jeep?
Not like
He
that.
walks long distance. He has to rest like every.
He's
block
inside of a Jeep? Where's the Jeep?
here.
Outside?
Yeah, there's no way he'll be able to walk here.
What do you mean he has no way to, how did he get inside the Jeep?
You walk and can't walk long distance.
He doesn't have to walk down distance. You gotta get inside, out the car and on the elevator.
I think he did make it up the stairs.
He made it into the car from outside the house, is that correct?
Yeah.
Well, then he can make it in here. Default judgment against him, he's failed to appear. You never had a lease with these people?
He's with the.
Who did you have a lease with?
The Garcias.
You had a lease with the
And it was
Garcias?
month-to-month lease. I got a copy of it on my phone. It was a month-to-month lease. If we non-payment of rent or I sold the house, they would have to be out 30 days.
How much time do you need to get your stuff out of the home?
A week or two. I need to find someone with the truck.
Where's the keys? I'm sorry? They need-
I will go online.
They know they need copies of the keys because you didn't get a lawful eviction. You give them a copy of the key today. You got 10 days to get your stuff out of the property and your trash. You understand that? Clean the property out. You don't leave a bunch of junk in someone else's property. You understand that?
All the stuff in there is Roxanne's, the furniture and stuff was all hers. I didn't put it in.
I'm not asking you to take anything that belongs to her. I'm talking about trash. Don't take your clothes and then leave a bunch of garbage in there for her to have to dispose of.
Yeah,
You gotta move all that stuff out. And you got 10 days to do it, okay? It's gonna get you the key today. They'll get you a judgment paperwork for today. It's judgment by hearing.
where do we pick up the key? Like, what do we?
Where can they get-
I will drop it off at the house. I'll put it-
You meet her in front of the house, she'll drop it off to you. And then, when you are finished getting your stuff out in 10 days, it's your responsibility to turn that key back over to her. You understand that? She's gonna meet you there in 10 days to get her key back.
I don't have a vehicle. I got a ride today here.
That's not my problem. I didn't ask you to get a vehicle. I'm making her provide you a key, and then you gotta give her that key back in 10 days.
I was just wondering if she could drop it off to me.
Drop what off to
The
you?
key.
She's gonna do that today. What do you mean?
You can come where I'm staying and drop it off to me because I have a place. That's where I'll
I'm
be.
gonna meet you at the house and I'm gonna drop it off at the house.
What time?
I don't know what time it is now, but.
Right now, it's
Give me
3:42.
2 hours. Give me 2 hours to get there.
You have contact information for each other?
No,
No, you don't have their.
I don't have no contact.
Okay, you have contact information with her?
Yeah, your phone.
Okay, but she has a car.
Her dad is.
Okay, but she has a way to
Your
get,
Honor, I can help with rides.
okay, so it sounds like someone can help you get to where you need to be. Okay, so there's bed bugs?
Months, grants.
There's bed bugs?
Yeah, her youngest son lived with us for a while and
I asked, bed bugs is a yes or no question. I didn't ask who
Yeah.
caused them. I want to know if there's bed bugs because I now got to get building in here to clear our courtroom. That's why I'm asking. Okay, thank you. Okay, you can turn over the key. Today you say you'll be there in 2 hours. They're gonna get the key back to you. I'm going to give you a judgment for their eviction. And if they don't get their stuff out in 10 days, you would have to come back and get a writ. You do not get to change the locks unless you have a writ. Do you understand that? Okay, any questions? Do you have any questions? Okay, you're also, you can have a seat out there while we get the paperwork.